This is day 8 of the winter training block. We're here once again at the National Racket Center, preparing for upcoming 2025 seasons. To start off practice today, we play a fun warm-up game. One person drops the ball at the net, and then we play the point opening the 2 service boxes. Only restriction is you're not allowed to volley, and you only can slice the ball. At the time of recording this audio, we haven't hit 600 subscribers as yet, but assuming by the time this video gets released, we should hit that mark, so just thanks in advance. Unlike last practice, I was much more energetic and lively on the court. My footwork was much better and my shots were going much deeper. I had a lot more power on topspin. I also dropped my tension from 55 pounds to 53 pounds, so that is likely one of the causes for the increase in power. I don't know if all I could hear what my coach just said, but he was basically telling me to load with my right leg and not just use my upper body to get the power. This is something that I've been practicing for a while, and I think it'll be really beneficial to my game because I'm constantly having pain in my arm. Now, this is likely due to the strings and the tension that I was using previously, but it could also be due to me not using my entire body and just relying on my upper body strength. Usually we start off with forehand cross courts, but this practice we start off with the backhand cross courts. I was hitting the ball really clean. You could hear the sound of the ball coming off the racket. Had a lot of power, depth and topspin. My coach was telling me that I don't have to hit every ball through the court. Once in a while I could loop the ball, give it some height, to give myself more time to recover. Then we get in a bit of a slice battle here. Only goal was to try to keep it as low to the net as possible and deep. Still hitting backhand cross court, except my brother's going to use his inside out forehand so that I get a much heavier ball and a harder ball coming to me. It was much more challenging to hit the ball as clean, so to help this I tried stepping into the court and planting my right foot early. Moving on to the forehand cross courts, I was trying to stay very low, and as mentioned before, I was trying to load on my right leg to get my power. And it clearly gave me much more power, as the ball was moving much faster through the court, and you could hear the sound of it coming off the racket. Next, we do some volleys and overheads. We weren't really working on anything specific, we were just trying to warm up. I only take a few rallies before we switch and my brother comes to volley. These are some of the cleanest volleys you'd ever see, coming from a 3-time junior doubles ITF champion. So let me know down in the comments below if Ollett wants to see us do some tutorials. After you take some overheads, we move on to the first basket drill. The aim of this drill is to help you use your forehand to dominate your opponent. The first ball you're going to hit a deep inside-out forehand, and then you're going to follow it by hitting a short angle inside-out forehand. And then you finish the point with an inside-in forehand. Even though he's making it look very easy, this drill is pretty difficult, especially that short inside-out forehand. It's really tough to get that short angle without hitting it wide or hitting it too deep. You also have to take pace off the ball so it doesn't go too long, and you have to whip it with topspin so that it falls in short. Next we move on to the live ball drill. I think we've done this drill in previous videos, but I'll explain it again. I'm going to hit 2 forehands cross court to my brother, and then we're going to hit 1 forehand line to my coach, and he's going to reset the play and do the drill again. This drill is supposed to help you with change of direction, and then we started keeping score to see who would mess up. Now, obviously, I will lose this because I'm hitting twice the amount of balls that they're hitting.
Hell no.
The final drill for the day is a drill to help you work on your serve. To start off, I'm going to hit some serves wide. There's not a specific number of serves to hit. You're just aiming for the markers and trying to be as consistent as possible. On the ad side, the wide serve was giving me a lot of trouble, but I would say after about 10 balls, I found my range. A pattern that I noticed is that most of my serves go in the net, so I was trying to take the ball at the highest point possible to avoid this error.
Good. Yeah. You're gonna make. Remember.
Next, we move on to my favorite serve, which is the T serve on the ad side. Unlike the T serve on the deuce side, this serve requires more accuracy than anything. You have to try and aim it into that corner of the box there. To finish practice, we play a full set, no ad and no let. We start off this match playing at a really high intensity. Brother comes in on the slice there, but doesn't cut through the court enough, so it sits just right for me to pass him line. Big serve down the tee, and I hit a drop shot for my +1. I actually didn't even change my grip for the drop shot, so it was a bit lucky. Pulled the trigger too early on this point. Thought I saw the opening on the backhand down the line, but clearly I was wrong. Big serve, great +1. Coming to the net pretty okay, but I put too much height on the volley so my opponent is able to get there in time. And I have to hustle to win this point. The serve and volley is something I've really been working on recently, and as you can see, it's starting to pay off. I had a really big return line, then I had a really big +1. I come into the net, but I try to break his ankles by going behind him, and I just put it wide. Again, putting that serve and volley that I've been working so hard on to use. Great +1 there. Had to really rip up on the ball to get that short angle wide. My opponent put me in a defensive position this point, so I try to get out of it by hitting a high, deep loop ball, but I just send it long. I still don't understand how I returned that serve. I don't know if it was a shank or what, but I completely misread it. Bruh, second serve ace is crazy. Gave me no time to react after this return. I didn't even get to do my split set. Thank you guys for all the support I've been getting through this series. If you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.